Ancient spiritual traditions have always emphasized the profound power of observation. By focusing your attention, you can influence and shape the reality around you. Why? Because energy flows where attention goes. The key to manifesting desired outcomes lies in understanding and mastering this simple truth. When life feels stuck, when patterns repeat, or when nothing seems to change, it's often due to stagnant energy. Attention is the force that directs energy, and learning to consciously manage it is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. But not all attention is the same. There are two main types, polar and non-polar. Polar attention can attract or repel depending on how it's used, while non-polar attention remains neutral, allowing you to dissolve emotional charge and create balance. In this video, we'll explore how mastering your attention can help you overcome stagnation, dissolve resistance, and manifest the reality you desire. Let's begin. 1. The power of observation and attention. What you pay attention to is what grows, plain and simple. The ancient sages understood this well, teaching that where your observation goes, energy flows. If you constantly focus on worry or scarcity, don't be surprised when it feels like life keeps handing you more of the same. It's like watering a plant. You don't want to nurture weeds. Start small, pick one area of your life, maybe your career or relationships, and give it your full, undivided attention. You'll notice that even the slightest shift in focus can yield surprising results. Observation isn't passive, it's a tool of creation. Imagine an artist staring at a blank canvas. Their first brushstroke sets the stage for an entire masterpiece. Your life works the same way. By consciously observing what you want to expand, whether it's financial growth, better health, or inner peace, you align your energy with that reality. Try this. Spend 5 minutes every morning visualizing one specific outcome you'd like to create. Be vivid. The universe thrives on clarity, but here's the thing. Observation requires purpose. Absent-mindedly scrolling through social media or letting your mind wander into negativity doesn't count. Think of your attention like a flashlight in a dark room. If you shine it aimlessly, you'll stumble. Focus it intentionally, and you'll find your way. For example, if you want to deepen your connections with others, focus on listening, really listening, when someone speaks to you. You'd be amazed at how relationships transform when people feel seen and valued. And let's not forget the fun part. Observation sparks quantum events. Every thought, every moment of attention is a signal you're broadcasting. The universe doesn't ask, "Are you sure?" It simply responds. So, why not become intentional with what you're observing? This is where the journey begins, and the real magic unfolds when you recognize how observation connects directly to the flow of energy. 2. How energy stagnation traps you in repetitive cycles. Have you ever felt stuck, like life keeps hitting repeat on the same frustrating situations? That's energy stagnation in action. When energy can't flow freely, it creates loops, similar to a scratched record that plays the same note over and over. Whether it's unhealthy relationships, financial struggles, or even negative thought patterns, these cycles feed off blocked energy. Start noticing where your life feels heavy or repetitive. For example, do you keep attracting the same type of toxic people? That's a sign your energy needs a reset. Stagnation often shows up because we cling to what's familiar, even if it's painful. Think about a river. When water stops moving, it becomes stagnant, murky, and lifeless. The same thing happens to your energy. Meditation, yoga, or even a good old-fashioned walk outside can act like a riverbank, helping your energy flow again. If you feel trapped in a cycle, try this. Declutter one small area of your life, maybe your workspace, or even your closet. You'll be amazed how clearing physical space can clear mental and energetic space too. Now, let's talk patterns. Energy stagnation thrives on routine. That's why breaking even the smallest habits can have a domino effect. If you always wake up and check your phone first thing, switch it up. Spend 5 minutes journaling or practicing gratitude instead. It's like shaking up a snow globe. Those tiny movements create a whole new scene. Shifting one habit can disrupt the energetic loop and invite fresh opportunities. Here's the kicker. Energy stagnation isn't just about external situations. Internal resistance plays a huge role. Ever procrastinate on something because it feels overwhelming? That's blocked energy holding you hostage. Instead of tackling the whole mountain, take the first step. Maybe it's writing one email, making one call, or taking one deep breath. Movement, no matter how small, frees your energy and opens the door to something new. And speaking of energy shifts, it's time to explore the role attention plays in these cycles. 3. The dual nature of attention, polar versus non-polar. Attention is like a magnet. It pulls in whatever it focuses on, whether that's good or bad. This is the essence of polar attention. It has two sides, attraction and repulsion. Ever notice how, when you're deeply worried about something, it seems to show up even more in your life? That's because energy doesn't judge. It simply amplifies where your focus is placed. Let's say you're dreading a stressful meeting. The more you think about it, the heavier it feels because your polar attention is locked in. But what if you could approach situations with neutrality instead? Non-polar attention is like hitting the reset button. Instead of reacting emotionally, you observe without judgment. Picture watching a thunderstorm through a window. You're aware of the chaos outside, but you're not caught up in it. This neutral stance dissolves the emotional charge of events, giving you the clarity to respond rather than react. Here's a simple practice. Next time you feel triggered, take 3 deep breaths and say, "This is happening, and that's okay." It's a small but powerful way to shift your attention from polar to non-polar. Polar attention is often fueled by extremes, desperation or obsession. Think about someone chasing love or money with a must-have-it-now mentality. The more intense the craving, the further the goal seems. Non-polar attention, on the other hand, is calm and detached. It's like planting a seed and trusting it will grow without digging it up every 5 minutes to check. Want to test this? Set an intention, big or small, and release it. Watch how things unfold when you stop chasing and start allowing. The real magic lies in mastering both types of attention. There's a time to focus with intensity and a time to let go. Knowing when to use polar or non-polar attention can transform how you interact with the universe. And here's the kicker. Your life reflects the content of your focus, no matter the energy behind it. Let's explore how that plays out next. 4. Why life reflects your attention's content. Your life is a mirror, plain and simple. What you focus on, whether it's joy, fear, or frustration, becomes your reality. The universe doesn't filter through good or bad. It simply amplifies the energy you project. Think about it. If you constantly focus on how unfair life is, you'll start spotting injustices everywhere. On the flip side, if you train your mind to notice opportunities, those will suddenly seem to multiply. It's not magic, it's the science of attention shaping perception. Start paying attention to the stories you tell yourself. They're scripting your reality. This idea isn't just theoretical, it's observable. Picture someone who's always complaining about how they're unlucky. They're so focused on what's wrong that they overlook every door opening in front of them. Now imagine someone who sees challenges as temporary. This person naturally spots solutions where others see dead ends. You can practice this shift by asking yourself, what's one thing going right today? It's a small habit with massive potential to redirect your focus and rewire how life reflects back to you. The trick is realizing that life doesn't care about the emotional charge behind your attention. Whether you're obsessing over bills or daydreaming about financial freedom, your focus attracts more of the same energy. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you're on a station of lack, that's all you'll hear. But tune into abundance, and suddenly, everything sounds different. A practical tip: Start your day with gratitude, no matter how small the wins. This aligns your energy with positive reflection. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your attention isn't just shaping your perception, it's actively co-creating your future. The universe takes the blueprint of your focus and builds upon it. If you're stuck in fear-based thinking, that's the reality you'll perpetuate. Shifting your attention is the key to changing your life's reflection. But to break free from this cycle, you first need to confront the root of fear itself. 5. Overcoming fear-based conditioning. Fear is a master manipulator. From an early age, society teaches you to play it safe, avoid risks, and fear failure. But here's the twist. This conditioning isn't protecting you, it's trapping you. Living in survival mode keeps your mind and energy in a constant state of resistance. Think about how often fear stops you from taking action, whether it's speaking your truth, pursuing a dream, or even just being vulnerable. Recognizing this programming is the first step to breaking free. One way fear keeps you stuck is by amplifying imaginary threats. How many times have you stayed awake at night, stressed about scenarios that never actually happened? Fear thrives on what-ifs, draining your energy and creativity. The next time fear kicks in, try this. Write down the worst-case scenario, then write down how you'd handle it. You'll realize most fears lose their grip when brought into the light of reason. Here's the tricky part. Fear-based conditioning often disguises itself as logic. I can't start my own business, it's too risky. Sound familiar? While it feels practical, it's just fear in a different outfit. Reframe this by asking yourself, what's the best thing that could happen? This subtle shift redirects your energy from limitation to possibility, opening doors you didn't even know existed. Breaking free from fear requires awareness and action. Meditation, journaling, or even conversations with a trusted mentor can help you identify the roots of your fears. Once you see them for what they are, they lose their power. And as you dismantle these old patterns, you create space for acceptance, the next critical step in your transformation. 6. Acceptance is the key to transformation. Resistance is exhausting, isn't it? Whether you're fighting a situation, a person, or even yourself, the energy drain is immense. Acceptance, on the other hand, is like releasing the brakes on a car. You can finally move forward. This doesn't mean you're okay with everything that happens. It means you stop wasting energy resisting what already is. Try this. The next time life throws you a curveball, instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" That shift alone can transform your perspective. When you embrace acceptance, you free yourself from the grip of control. Think about it. How much time do you spend trying to force outcomes only to feel more stuck? Acceptance isn't giving up. It's about surrendering to the flow of life while staying present. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, no amount of frustration will make the cars move faster, but choosing to breathe, listen to a podcast, or enjoy some quiet time can turn the experience into something neutral or even positive. Acceptance also creates space for solutions. When you stop resisting, your mind and energy clear up, making room for new ideas and possibilities. Let's say you're dealing with a difficult relationship. Instead of trying to fix the other person, accept them as they are. This doesn't mean tolerating bad behavior, but it does mean releasing judgment and focusing on what you can control, your response. Over time, this shift often softens the dynamic and leads to unexpected breakthroughs. True acceptance doesn't just transform situations, it transforms you. It teaches you to flow with life instead of fighting against it, allowing your energy to align with clarity and ease. And when you adopt this mindset, challenges no longer feel like barriers, they feel like opportunities, which brings us to the next step. 7. Transform challenges into opportunities. Life is full of challenges, but here's the secret. They're not obstacles. They're stepping stones. Every setback carries the seed of an opportunity, waiting for you to uncover it. Think about a time when something didn't go as planned. Maybe you lost a job, only to later find a position that aligned better with your goals. Challenges are life's way of redirecting your path. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, how is this happening for me, not to me? That question alone can unlock a new perspective. Reframing challenges requires a mindset shift. Instead of labeling situations as good or bad, start seeing them as neutral events with hidden lessons. For example, if you've failed at something, instead of spiraling into self-doubt, look at what you've gained: experience, resilience, or even a clear sign of what not to do. Remember, every great inventor, leader, or creator failed countless times before they succeeded. Let their stories inspire you to keep going. One way to practice this is by turning small frustrations into learning moments. Stuck in a long line at the store, use the time to practice mindfulness or strike up a conversation with someone nearby. Facing a tough decision, break it down into smaller steps and tackle them one by one. By shifting your focus from the problem to the potential, you align your energy with solutions rather than resistance. Challenges are like puzzles. They come with pieces that fit into your growth. But here's the thing: opportunities don't always present themselves wrapped in a neat bow. You have to dig, question, and sometimes wait for clarity. Once you master this approach, you'll find that challenges are no longer barriers, but invitations to co-create something better. And speaking of co-creation, let's dive into a method to consciously manifest your reality. 8. The 3-step method to manifest your reality. Manifestation isn't just about wishing for things. It's a deliberate process of aligning your energy with your desires. The first step is acceptance. Resistance creates blocks, but when you accept your current reality, you neutralize those blocks and free up energy for change. Think of it like untangling a knot. Once you stop yanking at it in frustration and start working with it calmly, it loosens. Take a moment each day to acknowledge where you are without judgment. Whether it's financial struggles or emotional challenges, acceptance clears the path for the next step. Once you've neutralized resistance, it's time to reframe. This is where you shift your perspective and start seeing challenges as opportunities. Imagine you're in a difficult financial situation. Instead of focusing on the lack, reframe it as a chance to learn better money management or explore new income streams. This isn't about pretending everything is fine, it's about focusing your energy on growth. A practical exercise: write down one lesson or opportunity hidden in every challenge you're facing. This reframing process transforms obstacles into stepping stones. The final step is redirecting your energy. Now that resistance is gone and your perspective has shifted, it's time to focus on what you want to create. The universe responds to clarity, so get specific about your desires. Instead of saying, "I want more money," try, "I want to earn an additional $5,000 a month through a side business I love." Visualize this reality every day, feel the emotions of having it, and take aligned actions. Redirecting your focus is like tuning a radio to the station of your desires. It dials in the energy needed to manifest them. This 3-step method isn't just a one-time practice. It's a lifestyle. Each step builds on the other, creating a powerful framework for co-creating your reality with the universe. The beauty of this process is that it's always available to you. No matter how stuck or lost you feel, these steps provide a roadmap to consciously shape your life. And as you master this method, you'll see how manipulating energy and attention creates quantum events in your reality. If you want to elevate your vibrations and manifest with more ease, I have prepared something special for you. Click the link in the first pinned comment and join us in the journey of awakening your inner mage.